One of the reasons why I showed y'all my brokerage account and showed y'all one of my accounts for the Patreon members that met up with me in Miami is because I wanted to inspire you and help you to understand that me being down for 10 years got me that. Being down for 10 years got me that. We was still living in my mom's basement and we was already up. We were winning. But what we condition ourselves to do is to have that delayed gratification. Yeah, I can go and get a Porsche now, but I can really have my assets pay for my Porsche later so that I don't have to trade my time in for money and then do the things that actually make me feel good. I won't be required to do this. I'm not required to do anything. I can buy my time back. And it's a completely different conversation when you have delayed gratification because the value of your time is much more. Because you've bought your time back, you can start spending it, pouring into the people that you actually call your tribe now. I have to kind of bring back the conversation to some of the things that we've been talking about over the last few days. I met a ton of people, even on my way to the airport. When we went and got lunch before we went to the airport yesterday, kicked it with so many different people. Shout out to, it's funny because I was on a coaching call with somebody and then somebody else tapped into me and walked into it. Look, I'm kicking it with a dude. He pulls up in his Mulsanne. I hate to put your name out there, homie, but I'll just say the first name. From Jersey. Hold on. Tony from Jersey. Tony pulled up in the Mulsanne, and he had the rose gold presidential Rolex on and all that. He said, Anton, I'm only here because of you. I said, what are you talking about, fam? He said, bro, I watched all of your Miami videos when you were standing down there. I'm down here now. He invited me to go and meet the baby and all of this other type of stuff. And I said, fam, I'm catching a flight right now back to this cold weather in Michigan. He started laughing. We exchanged phone numbers. And he called me. Hold on, right here. My man Tony. I put his name as Tony from Jersey on there. All right, let me switch it up. Maybe I need to lower it. Hold on, make sure there ain't no phone numbers on there. That's nothing major. My man Tony from Jersey. Second from the top. Tony from Jersey hit me up. I said, we'll link up. So I'm kicking it with Tony from Jersey. We're going to be having some conversations, and we're going to be getting it in from there. But it was a lot of people that came up to me. It was some people that came up to me while I was eating. Me, Leslie, and Rita, and we was all talking and all of that. Shout out to Tony. Tony, you fine, baby girl. You cool. Tony was one of the people. Delvin, you was on that call yesterday? You was on the call. So I'm sitting there, and I got Delvin on a coaching call yesterday. And I'm talking to Delvin. Tony pulls up in the Mulsanne, jumps out, ran up on me, and was like, yo, Ton, you the only reason I'm down here in Miami. It's the best decision that I've made. I didn't move down here for the winter and all of that. Whatever, come with me to see the baby tonight, all of that. And I said, nah, fam, I can't kick it with you. I got to fly back. Delvin was actually on the call. Delvin, I forgot that you was the one on that call yesterday. So anyways, we outside, and I go back in, and I'm kicking it and all of that. And then some other people come up to me while I was in the restaurant, and I'm eating with Leslie and Rita. And when they came up to me, first, let me say this. You wouldn't even believe how many people rock with me. You wouldn't believe in your lifetime. I got you, and you getting added to the seat at the table. You wouldn't believe in your lifetime how many stores I go into, how many restaurants I tap into, and people be like, hey, they already paid your bill, whatever you want. I can go places and I'll never have to spend $1 because there's so many people that was like, Anton, you changed my life. You rock with me. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm holding you down. People is really showing me love. Again, thank you to Ken. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to everybody that continue to show me love and rock with me and hold me down. All of the Patreon members that showed up in Miami, to Patreon exclusive meetups, such short notice. Even the people that couldn't get there, people was trying to get there and tap in. But these are people that's already up, right? And there's some other people that watch my content, or they tap in with me, or they rock with me, and they want me to give them the quick thing. They want me to give them the quick hit and the quick understanding of how it is that they can level up and how they can get rich and all of this other type of stuff. And my answer to them every time is delayed gratification. It's delayed gratification. There's so much power in those two words. Delayed gratification. Kicking it with some people on the pre-live stream today. Some of y'all was there. Kicking it with y'all on the pre-live yesterday. Some of y'all was there just right before this live stream. Right? And we kicking it. My dog, Willie, he said, listen, my girl, thinking about getting her this new car. I said, what you talking about, fam? I said, she need it. I just want her to have it. That's cool. That's cool. I was telling y'all on the live stream yesterday about how I was giving y'all some details. Matter of fact, on a Patreon, on the people that tapped in with me in Miami and that was in person, man, I broke down to them how broke I really went. I'm like, yo, I had to give up this. I had to give up that. We made a strategic decision to walk away from everything. And then I had to have a conversation with Rita. I'm coming to Chicago again very soon. I had a conversation with Rita. After we had made the decision that, hey, we going to wind up going through this thing. And I said, listen, for the next 10 years, we're going to be down. For the next 10 years. I know that sounds insane to some of y'all because you cannot imagine for the life of you. You just like the movie Paid in Full when he was like, yeah, in 10 years, me and you going to be having matching bikes or whatever. And he was like, 10 days, B. 10 days. Money Making Mitch was like 10 days, B. Forget that 10 years, junk. 10 days, B. You can't imagine for the life of you holding off for 10 years to get to and do the thing that you really, really, really want to do or to live the life that you really want to live. I know that sounds insane. That's the reason why it may not be as popular. You may not want to book me for a session when I make my thing available for people being able to book me for a session. You may not want to book me for a session because ask anybody that's ever been coached for me. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you the truth. I may call you trash. I may say you suck balls and the reason why your chick don't respect you is because you too much in your femininity. You already know I'm apt to tell you to fuck your feelings. I don't care about how you feel. I care about what the results are. This is not about how you feel. It's not about making you feel good. It's not telling you the thing that is going to get you all excited now. It's telling you the thing that you're going to hate me for now so that you can then thank me later. I would rather you thank me 10 years from now than say I appreciate you for giving me this good thing and then you fall off a cliff and you don't actually get the results that you want because I told you what you wanted to hear instead of telling you what the truth is. I would rather you thank me, hate me now, thank me 10. Matter of fact, hate me now and don't thank me at all. Thank me in the inside. Just when you see me go by or when you see me still live streaming 10 years from now, because the goal is full-time in content creation. And when you see me 10 years from now, holla at me. Just tell me I changed your life. But very few people are able to embrace the idea behind delayed gratification because the real thing is instant gratification. The real idea behind what you want is instant gratification. You want me to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get rich right now. You want me to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get you successful in a relationship right now. Because you don't want to go in that dark space and work on you. You don't want to have to reprogram yourself on what it takes and actually to be able to not just save money, but to deprogram yourself from looking at everything from a consumer's mindset and perspective. And then in addition to that, training yourself to go on autopilot, understanding that simple interest or a quick hit or gambling or just giving you that quick stock pick is not the way that you go about looking at a company. It's so difficult for you to sit through a 12 to 15 minute video. I'm going to drop a video today about NFTs. It's less than 20 minutes long on the Patreon. I'm going to drop a video for you on NFTs. It's less than 20 minutes long about NFTs in the Patreon today. Link is in the description to the Patreon, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Most of you are not going to watch the whole thing. Those of you that do will already be ahead of the game and understanding exactly how you're supposed to capitalize in this new digital frontier that we're going in. The other people is going to come to me about a year from now and they're going to say, Anton, give me the game on how to... I gave the game already. I already gave it to you. The one thing that I have found to be even more effective than the Patreon is in-person meetings. I don't think it was a person that walked away from our Miami meetup, not one, whose life was not changed as a result of the conversation, the intimate conversations that we had in person 2 nights ago. I don't think it's one person that I interacted with and they was like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe you, Anton. I said, what? They said, because you're more turned up and on 10 in person, you're you online magnified times 10 in person. Not only are you showing the receipts, you giving us your phone and saying, go for your brokerage account. It's going to take you 15. You ain't even got to be 100% focused. It's going to take you 10 to 15 minutes, max 20 minutes to watch the video that I dropped, the new video on the Patreon. It's literally hours and hours of game and content and pouring into people and business pitches and mastermind sessions and all of this different stuff in the Patreon. It's so much money in that Patreon. And then not only that, I've connected you guys with each other with the Discord and the Facebook group. And all you got to do is take a half hour out of your time a week to watch at least 2 videos and connect with people. And then you got your business funded. And then you know how to leverage the finances when it comes to being a content creator. I break down specifically why there's content creators with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of more subscribers than I will ever get. Those that were there as a part of the in-person Patreon meetup in Miami, they know what the strategy is. They know what I'm really about. They know exactly why I do what I do and what the strategic moves are. But there's literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people with way more subscribers than I have, way less Patreon members than I have, and they make way less money than me on content creation. I'm talking about even from YouTube, even from sponsorships, even from licensing, all of the different business ventures that go along with it. But you won't sit there long enough to actually be able to soak in the game so that you can leverage the information that you have to actually be able to make way more money than people that got way more subscribers. Delayed gratification. You won't even read a book. One of the reasons why I have not dropped the book, it's already recorded and everything. I'm dropping the NFT video first. I won't even drop the book recommendation videos and why you need to read these books in order to be able to leverage and do certain things. Because I know that half of y'all not going to read it anyway. You don't want to read a book. You want to go and watch Super Bowl Sunday. Do you know that Sundays is the slowest day? Even though I know Sunday is going to be the slowest day. Sundays is the slowest day for me to be able to pour into people, which is one of the reasons why I do the Patreon pre-live stream on Sunday and all of that, because it slows my day down. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they want to get their week started real fast. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they starting to burn out. By Sunday, they like, listen, I just want to chill and watch Super Bowl Sunday. And then they can't understand why I'm winning in every aspect of my life, because I don't miss. I don't miss. It's the consistency. It's the delayed gratification that generates the most revenue. The first thing that me and JR had a conversation about when we decided to go into business with this whole Lapeef Network thing. Young investor is begging me, drop the book video, Anton. JR was like, what do you think? We looking at this from a business perspective. So on and so forth. I said, JR, it don't even matter. He said, what you mean? I said, bro, the money is already there. Trust me, the money is already there. We don't even care about the money. We gonna take a wheelbarrow and scoop that junk up later. The only thing we care about is this, this, and this. And we got to grow on this platform. And we need to get this person what they need. And we need to be successful on that. And we got to make sure we're consistent on this. We need to pick a specific day of the week for us to record. And we got to make sure that we don't miss on nothing. We're not missing on Thanksgiving. We're not missing on this. We're not missing on that. And we need to make sure this is taken care of. We weren't focused on the money we didn't care nothing about that. We already know that comes with it. It's not about chasing the money. The money comes as a reflection of you, you already being awesome. Listen, it's a million people, a gajillion people. They won't say anything about how they lost their ass on these meme stocks. The GameStops, the AMCs, all of that. It's a bunch of people that took a bunch of hits on some of these meme coins. They're not going to tell you that they lost their ass on these meme coins. Why do it get so quiet when the market start going down? Because that's the time when people like me start going on the buying spree. It gets so quiet. Remember, everybody was all on all of these things, and GameStop and AMC, and then it got real quiet. That's because they was getting their ass kicked. Because they don't understand that in order to do a 73% return like we did last year, you have to use the 8 principles and the 8 things that I look for when I'm looking to invest in a company. Why haven't you watched that video as a part of the Patreon yet? Why haven't you watched that video as a part of the Patreon yet? I'm curious. I'm curious. People will not invest in their own retirement. I did a whole spiel on the Patreon, probably one of the last 1 or 2 videos that I did, where I broke down exactly how the average person from young all the way to old only has $65,000 in a retirement account. What they say you really need to live as comfortable as possible on average is about $1.9 million when you decide to turn 60, 59 and a half when you retire. The average person got 65,000. That's because they on that YOLO. They need it now. But this is what I'll tell you, and this is a fact. The car that you go and buy today is going to be old tomorrow. And nobody is going to care about what you drove in 2021 when it's 2024. They're not going to care about your Charger and your Challenger and your Hellcat and all of this other type of stuff. Nobody will care. So if you make the right investments now, if you invest in yourself now, that delayed gratification, you'll thrive long term. Women can't even sit still and rock with that young dude that's in medical school now. He probably going to be out in about 6 years or some crap like that. He's not going to be getting to the bag until a long time from now. And it's the reason why it's so easy for them to go with the dope boy. They want to go with the dude that's popping now, that's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. They don't want to go with the dude that's going to be rich forever that you got to hold him down for the next 10 years, though. It's so hard for people to do what's in their own best interest. They want it yesterday. Skip that. My homegirls is looking at me now. This guy got the bag now. What we thought was money 20 and 25 years ago ain't even money no more. It ain't even money no more. Think about it. Think about who was popping in high school. Think about who was most popular, class, everything in high school. And then think about it now. It's so funny because I tell my daughter and stuff all the time. I'll be like, listen, I know they're your friends and all of that and they're meaningful to you now. When you graduate, y'all not even going to run into each other no more. Y'all not even going to remember each other. You're not even going to remember the fact that you didn't like her right now or y'all was beefing right now. Delayed gratification. It's so difficult for people to do what's in their best interest. I need to be ratting. Remember when it was spinning rims? I need to give me some 20s and throw some D's on it. Don't nobody even care. Don't nobody care about 50 cents spinning charm no more. That don't even mean anything. Diamonds, jackpot, all of this other type of stuff and stunting. You got to play for forever. One of the reasons why I showed y'all my brokerage account and showed y'all one of my accounts for the Patreon members that met up with me in Miami is because I wanted to inspire you and help you to understand that. Me being down for 10 years got me that. Me being down for 10 years got me that. We was still living in my mom's basement and we was already up. We were winning. But what we condition ourselves to do is to have that delayed gratification. Yeah, I can go and get a Porsche now, but I can really have my assets pay for my Porsche later so that I don't have to trade my time in for money and then do the things that actually make me feel good. I won't be required to do this. I'm not required to do anything. I can buy my time back. And it's a completely different conversation when you have delayed gratification because the value of your time is much more. Because you've bought your time back, you can start spending it, pouring into the people that you actually call your tribe now. The name of the game is delayed gratification. It's not about the now. It's not about what you read, and it's not about what everybody thinks. It's about playing for forever. Do you know that I still have videos on my other channel that pay me every single month? I have videos that are licensed out that I will make money. My daughter will make money off of those videos forever. Not even on YouTube, just because I shot them and they were it's original content. It wasn't no reaction. It wasn't none of that videos. It was all because I was shooting original content. It may not have been the most popular thing at the time, but then people were reaching out to me and then I learned how to finesse the game. That's in the Patreon also, on how to make more money off my content than whatever YouTube was going to offer you as a person that got at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Don't even mean nothing compared to the bags that's available. But it was delayed gratification. I believed in the content that I was shooting. I understood what the long-term vision is because I tapped in with mentors that knew more about it than I did. And that's the thing that powers all of the compounding money that just continues to roll over and make money on top of money every single day. And now the biggest question that you're going to have for yourself and what you're going to try to figure out is, how can I keep more of it and not give the IRS more money? And so this is how we're going to finesse the game. That's in the Patreon too. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat.